Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm gonna do a video on a post I put up on my Facebook page. Some of you guys here on YouTube might follow me or be friends with me on Facebook. I might have seen the post in question. It's basically a math riddle, and I wanted to go over that and explain what the correct answer is. There were a bunch of wrong answers. I saw a handful of people getting the correct answer, but this video is going to be about that post, and I'll go over how to get to the correct answer and why. Might help give some ideas on where those of you guys who did answer with wrong answers got it wrong. Okay, so we'll start here. We'll give you the riddle itself. This is it here. All right. So this is it here. It starts with obviously a sample here with clocks. Adding three different clocks together, coming up to 21, and then some calculators that add up to 30, and then some light bulbs that plus or minus and equal 15, and then with that information you're supposed to solve the problem based on details here. And there are certain little details here that are tripping people up, that are not being paid attention to. That's all in the details. What are you missing? Is the main problem there. Some of it is a PEMDAS problem. Some of it is just missing key details of this stuff. So I'm going to go over this here. All right, so let's start with this. The clocks, what hour the clock is on is what the number's value is. So a 9 plus 9 plus 3 is 21. So pretty easy to figure out there that whatever position the hour hand on the clock is what that clock is valued at. Okay, on the calculators, this one's a little bit different. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 on each calculator. They all add up to 30. Three calculators add up to 30. 1, 2, 3, 4 adds up to 10. Anybody who bowls avidly would know that that's also the arrangement of the bowling pins. The first row has 1 pin. Second row has 2, third row has 3, fourth row has 4. There's a total of 10 pins. Pretty simple there. So 1, 2, 3, 4 obviously means 10, and then 10 plus 10 plus 10 equals 30. Now moving on to the light bulbs, this is the detail that a lot of people are getting caught up on. They're kind of getting the idea on. A lot of people are getting the idea with the samples, but missing the detail on the problem, which I'll get to in a bit. Alright, so on the light bulbs, you have a light bulb plus another light bulb minus a light bulb equals 15. So what happens here is these two light bulbs cancel each other out, because they both have 5 lines over the top of them, and so one positive light bulb plus one negative light bulb means they cancel each other out. So that just leaves you with one bulb left with 5 lines over it, equaling 15. Okay, 5 lines equals 15. That means each line that you see there is worth 3. So 3 plus 3, or 3 times 5, is 15. All right, so now moving on. Now we have that information to work with. Let's move on to the problem. All right, so the first part of the problem is the clock. It's on the 9 position, so it means it's worth 9 points. Now on the calculator, it's a little bit different here. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 1, 2, 2, 4, which means it's 1 less than 10, or than what you were seeing on each of them above. So 1, 2, 2, 4, you just add those numbers up. That comes out to 9. Now on the final part here, this is where I noticed that it tripped up the most people, or at least it seemed to have. Either they were getting they were not realizing that there are only 4 lines and not 5. So what they were doing is maybe getting 15 instead of 12. Or, just any other weird mistakes being made that were, I know one person that was really tripping up with, multiplying by 3 or whatever, and then they forgot to multiply 3 because there are 3 light bulbs. But these all factor into why people are getting some weird, bunch of different numbers. So 4 lines, that means you have, each light bulb is worth 12, because all 3 of those light bulbs have 4 lines each. So each light bulb is worth 12, which means all three of the light bulbs combined to equal 36. All right, so now we have what each number, what each symbol or thing is worth. Now I'm gonna work on using the PEMDAS rule. For those of you guys who are not so great at math, just remember that there's an order of precedence when it comes to math operations. PEMDAS means parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, and then addition and subtraction. So in other words, if you see parentheses and exponents first, you do those first. Parentheses first. Then once you've done parentheses, then do exponents. And then once exponents are done, do multiplication, then division, then addition, then subtraction. So based on that, you see a plus, like a clock plus a calculator times the light bulbs, which means PEMDAS applies here, where you can just assume that you have a parenthesis around the calculator and the light bulbs, because you have to do those first. So 36 times 9 is 324. And then add the other 9 from the clock and you get 333. So 333 is the correct answer to this riddle. Saw a bunch of very strange numbers. And I think some of them were just for fun BS numbers or whatever, but so if you guys were interested in getting knowing how to get to the correct answer, or what details you missed or something, well, this will explain it. All right, that's all I have. So stay tuned. I'll be live again really soon. Thanks. Bye.